I've got my film chemicals here. I've got film developer, and this is the Ilford Ilfosol 3. I've got Ilford Rapid Fixer. And I have my anti-static wetting agent, rinse agent. That will help me keep the, that's what keeps the water spots from forming
Instead of
on the
that,
film.
you said we can use the
You use the jet dry.
jet dry. Okay.
Yeah. Now I'm going to set these two chemicals out of the way because I don't need them yet. And I'm going to concentrate right on my developer. Now I also have a timer set to go here. Let me close this out. I showed you that massive development chart last week, that website. They also make, let me come up here, they also make an app that might not focus. It's the massive development chart app. So when I open that app up, I can choose. Oh, pardon me, that one snuck up.
Bless you.
Thank you. I was going to try to mute my microphone. I ran out of time. I can choose my film, Ilford HP5, choose my developer, Ilfosol 3, and it's diluted 1 part to 9 parts. And it tells me that I want to develop for 6 minutes and 30 seconds at 20 degrees Celsius. So this tells me everything I need to know to develop my film. Okay. Oh, I see what's going on here. So then I also have, now I have my timer, and it's got all the different steps listed here and how long I need to do everything for, except it says the final wash is 10 minutes. We're not going to use a 10-minute wash. So the first thing I need to do is to warm my water up a little. So I'm just going to get this water running a little bit. It's going to take a couple minutes for the warm water to get up here. Now with the developer, I don't use this straight out of the bottle. This is a concentrate, and it lists on the front how it should be used. And we're going to use this 1 part developer to 9 parts water, which means 1 ounce of developer will get diluted into 9 ounces of water. 1 ounce and 9 ounces gives us 10 ounces of developer. 10 ounces is enough to develop 1 roll of film. Now, on the bottom of this tank, it tells me that if I'm developing 35 millimeter film, I need 10 ounces for each roll. That's right on the bottom of my tank. I'm developing 2 rolls, so I need 20 ounces. So there we go. Now we're getting some warm water here.
Is the mono bath the same as the developer?
The what?
It's called mono bath.
Uh-huh.
Mono.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure what that is. I'm not familiar with that.
Okay, so I do not know if this is a developer or not.
Well, what does it say on it? I mean,
it says do not dilute. This is a single step process developed for 3.5 minutes at 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Adjustment to user's preference.
Okay. Well, it sounds like it's a developer then.
Okay.
But I don't know why it's called monobath. So I'm gonna have you show it to me later.
Okay.
All right. So I've got this water warmed up. It's about 75 degrees. I'm gonna bring it down a little. It's real, because I want to get it around 68. There we go. So there's 68. Going up a little bit higher. It's gonna hit 70. All right. So I've got my water right around that. Look at that, right at 68 degrees. That's awesome. Okay, so I've got my water to the correct temperature. I am going to measure out my developer. Now, I'm going to take the cap, I'm going to fill this cap with developer, pour it into my graduated cylinder. This tells me I have 1 ounce of developer. If I pour a second cap full and pour that in, it says, Marky, you have 2 ounces of developer. So if you're not sure how to measure your developer, there it is. Now, if I had to, I could dump 20 capfuls, or 18 capfuls of 68-degree water in here and bring everything up to temperature. It would be a long way to go to do it. But if you didn't have another option, it would certainly work. I have another option. I'm going to just check this. So I'm just going to fill. So I had 2 ounces of developer, and I'm going to fill my tank, my graduated cylinder, with water. I've got to fill it up to 68 degrees. I need a little bit warmer water here for this last one. All right, there's 20 ounces, 68 degrees. Awesome. I'm going to turn my water off for now so you can hear me. So I have 20 ounces of developer, 2 ounces of concentrate, 18 ounces of water at 68 degrees. Might be going a degree higher. Okay, looks like it's somewhere around 69 or 70, but it's going to cool down while I'm yakking. Okay, so we clear so far what I just did?
Yes.
Right? Okay. So my developer's ready to go. My timer says I need to develop this film for 6½ minutes. So I'm going to pour the developer in the tank. I'm going to press start, and I'm going to just dump this in as fast as I can. Look at that. And for the first minute, you'll notice it's telling me that I should be agitating my film. I want to keep fresh developer running around on this film for the first minute, and then I can set it down after a while. But I want to just make sure that the fresh developer is getting all over this film. You can see the developer is right up to the top of this canister. Clicking will make you crazy. I think you can silence that. So we're at 45 seconds. So after 1 second, it should tell me I can stop agitating the film. Now, I want to do this gently. I don't want to just shake it up because I don't want to introduce air bubbles. Okay, so then give it a tap, let it sit. And tell me, say it just wants me to just chillax for 30 seconds or so. You can agitate one of 2 ways. You can agitate 5 seconds every 30 seconds. You can agitate 10 seconds every minute, whatever makes you happy. But you want to occasionally stir this up so that you're getting fresh developer on your film. So we're just sitting here now, staring, and wait, and we wait, and we wait. And we'll see what happens in 15 seconds. I think it will ask us to stir it up again. Okay. So now it wants us to just stir it up for a while. Give it a tap, set it down. While I'm doing that, I'm going to actually get this water back up to temperature. I'm going to rinse my developer out. Check this water, get it around 70. It's okay if it goes a little bit warmer, but I'm going to start prepping this for the next stage of development here. Okay. A little cold. There we go. All right. So my water's coming up to temp. And while I'm doing this, while I'm in the middle of this, I'm going to prep my fixer, which is the next thing I need to prepare. Okay, so we are 3 minutes in. We're actually halfway through this development process, which is pretty awesome. And okay, 10 seconds goes by. I can set that down. So I'm going to grab my fixer. Okay, Ilford Rapid Fixer. This part, I don't know if you can see it real well here, but we're going to dilute that 1 part fixer to 4 parts water. So 1 ounce makes 5 ounces. So in order to get 20, I'm going to need 4 ounces of this. Which I will pour into my graduated cylinder. And then I will use 16 ounces of water to bring it up to the 20. Tap that, set it down. Okay. Now I'm going to fill this up to 20 ounces. This is really kind of a difficult way of doing this, working in this sink, but you know, the darkroom's just not available to us yet. So my class is going to go back face to face in the fall. We've already made that decision. So now my fixer's all set to go. I'm just going to set that aside. So we're coming up to 5 minutes. We're going to go for 6.5. I'm just going to let the water run right now because I'm going to need it in a couple seconds.
What's that app called?
Massive film development. You know, just if you type in mass film app or something, yeah, massive film developer, something like that. It's pretty awesome. It's free. Very few things are anymore. All right, it's a little warm. During the summer, it's not difficult to find 68 degrees because the water's, generally runs around that. During the winter, you got to work at it. So it's running about 80. It's a little too warm. All right, so we're coming up on 6 minutes. And we're at 70 degrees. Okay. So this is the last stir I need to give. And at 6 minutes and 30 seconds, I'm going to dump this out. But I'm actually going to dump this out about 10 seconds ahead of time. I want to make sure that it's dumped and ready to go. So it might give me a warning. But I'm going to actually dump this out right now. So the developers, there we go. Hit continue. Now, I'm just going to fill this with water. Dump it out. Right now, I want to rinse. I want to dilute the developer and rinse it out. So it'll take about a minute. Now, when you develop your film, you might see the water pour out purple or pink or green or blue. And that's just that anti-halation coating that's on the film being washed off. So that's nothing to worry about. That's normal if your developer comes out a really strange color. Now the developer we just poured down the drain. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with pouring the developer down the drain. The fixer you can actually save if you want. It's reusable. You're not obligated to save it, but I'm going to save mine. Okay, so next step, I'm going to pour my fixer in. Pour it right in. The first minute that it's in the fixer. And then I'm going to do something for you that I don't want you to ever do. I'm going to show you what film looks like when it's not fixed yet. Because I want you to see what it looks like just in case something happens during your development and you're not sure. So we're just going to mix this for the first minute. Okay. Let me give it a tap. I'm going to open the lid. Don't do this at home. All right, kids, don't try this at home. I'm going to open it up and you're going to see it actually looks clear already. That means the fixer is going well. If you open it up and it looks milky or it looks like undeveloped film, then you know you haven't gotten complete fixing. But this is really fresh fixer. So you can see it's actually fixed that film within the first minute. So we're going to go for 5 minutes and make sure, I don't really need to be agitating this right now, do I? But we're going to make sure that this thing gets fully fixed.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
Are we gonna be doing this all together, like eventually at our own sinks and stuff?
We can do it as a team. I'm not sure everybody's going to develop all at once, unless it's something you want to do. If you want to have like a group development night, we can do
I
that.
feel like that would be really beneficial to people like who are like me that learn by doing.
Okay. That's let's, when we're done here, let's pick a night. We'll do a couple nights. All right. We'll do a couple film development nights. That'd be fun, actually.
Sweet. Thank you.
Yeah, you bet. That's an awesome idea. I just love you guys so much. You know that? You're all so cheerful and helpful.
Well, we love you too.
Yeah,
That
well,
is so sweet.
I mean, how could you not, right? Yeah, no, I'm serious. You guys, this is a really weird way of working. But you know what? We're making this work, which is awesome. And I got to tell you, I'm having a blast this semester. I really am.
Me too.
All right, 3 minutes in. Yay, this is so exciting. So the first 3 steps here: development, stop, fix. Those are the 3 development steps. After this, it's all wash. So when I'm done with the fixer, I'm going to pour the fixer out. I'm going to pour it back in here because I'm going to save it so I can use it again, because I can use this 3 or 4 times. After we're done with the fixer, I'm going to take the lid off, rinse the lid, set it aside, and we're going to finish this off with the tank wide open because we're done. So once the fixer's done, the film is light safe. So then it's just all washing, which is pretty cool. And we're gonna maybe cheat and take a look at the film. All right, 4 minutes. You could probably call it a day at 4 minutes. This thing's set, and I think I can go in and I can change this so that it only fixes for 4 minutes. I've always gone 4. This thing's set at 5. I haven't looked at it to see if I can change it. But if it wants to go 5, we'll let it go 5. Oh, this is so exciting.
So is there like like a freshness of film? Like how soon should you develop your film once you've taken your photos?
It's actually listed on the box. The expiration date is like 10 years or something. It can go a lot longer than that though.
But what if, like, what I'm saying is, like, once you've shot your
Once
film,
you shot it, once you shot it, I
Yeah.
mean, you could wait a couple months and it wouldn't hurt it. But at that point, it's ready to form an image because it's got that charge on it. So you don't want to really let it go too long. All right, so we're done. We're done. Now I'm just going to wash. So I'm going to take this lid off. We've done fixed. I poured the fixer out and I'm going to save it to use it again. I'm going to rinse my lid, set it aside. I'm going to cheat here. And I'm going to open up one of these rolls a little bit and show you. All right, I don't know how well you can see it. Some of these are a little light, but you can see, look, there's pictures on my film. Isn't that awesome? So now I need to wash these because you can see the water is just beating right up. This is probably a bad idea. The water is beating up on the film itself right now. So I got to get through this process. So I'm just gonna.
So this part is done, so you can put it in light now and it won't ruin the film.
This is what I'm doing, right?
Okay, all right.
I got it in the light right now. So I'm just gonna
Okay.
put this in the water. And it's going to rinse for, it says 10 minutes. We're not going to go 10 minutes. I'm going to go 4 just because I don't want to bore you all with it. And generally, if you let it wash for 4 or 5 minutes, you'll be okay. Modern films and modern chemicals are actually designed so that they save water, because you can see that this can use a lot of water, this process. Uses many gallons of water. So anytime we can eliminate the water use, it's better. So 4 minutes is going to be better than 10. I might cut it back to 3 just so that I can, because I'm excited. I want to see them and show you how to finish this up.
So are you still rinsing at 68 degrees?
Yeah, thereabout. I'll double check. The only one that I really have to measure is the developer. Everything else developer has to be a temperature. Everything else has to be in a range of temperatures between 68 and 75. This looks like it's coming up to, it's temperature. Actually, it's a degree or so. And it might be like 66. I'll bring the temperature up just. No, it is 68. So we're okay. But the developer needs the 68. Or it doesn't do its job. And see, now it's going to go, I touched it, and now it's going to go a little too warm, which I really don't want. It's really getting a little out of reach. I'll bump the hot water. Okay. So I'm just going to leave that where it is. Just give it one more little wash. And then I am going to grab the anti-static wetting agent. And I'm going to pour, I don't know, half a dozen drops of this stuff. Not much, just takes a couple drops. And fill this up with water. Okay, that's done. Set that down. You see it's kind of bubbling up. Okay. Turn my water off. Swish this around. While I'm doing that, I need to grab my film hanger upper hanger. There it is. So I need to come over here. Ow. I've got this metal hanger that I'm going to clip my film to. I'm just going to hang it up in the shower stall when we're done tonight. But I need to grab my clips while it's soaking. There's one. There's another. Okay. There we go. So I'm going to pour this out. We're done developing. I'm going to grab my first roll of film, take it off the spool, and you're going to see photographs. You're going to see the negatives. Look at that. How awesome is that? Tell me that is not the coolest thing in the world. So I'm going to hang my film. Oh, that's it. From, and this one's going to be the hard part to show you. I've got this bullnose clip. Clothespins work awesome, but I don't have any available. And I'm going to clip my film to this hanger. And I'm going to hang it up. I'm going to hang it up to dry from this hanger. I'm going to hang it from the shower stall or from my closet door here. Now the problem is, as this film is drying, it curls up, so I need some weight at the bottom of the film too. So I've got just these little split ring connectors that I can use. Again, if you've got clothespins, a clothespin at the top, a clothespin at the bottom of your film, it'll dry nice and straight. You can see I've put this little guy on the bottom, and that'll be the weight that I need while the film is hanging up. Can't really maneuver. I'm kind of, plugged in with my microphone and my earpiece, so I can't really move around here a lot. So I'm going to get this second roll out of here. That water's sheeting off nicely. This roll, oh, look at that. It's beautiful. Another, oh, yeah, see, a lot of these are backlit. But look at that, they're beautiful. Oh, it's so exciting. I just love, look at that. Awesome, 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 awesome. Roll of film. Okay. So I'm going to put that guy on the bottom. And I'm going to hang this from my hanger. And I'm going to go hang these up. I will, actually, I'm just going to hang them right here for now.